Many of us come from those families that tell us the importance of savings. I can remember my parents often telling me I need to save my money, not to spend all of my paycheck in one setting, to put money aside in case there's those emergency situations. When I was younger, I opened up a checking and saving account. It wasn't until my mid-20s until I actually started utilizing my savings account. And it was some years after that that I noticed that I actually am able to keep money in there without going back and pulling that savings out. As I was learning that lesson, I also learned a lesson that there are more methods of me making money that I have in savings. Hello, my name is Anthony Worrells, and this persuasive speech is just going to give a brief discussion on additional methods of saving and investing your money. Do you know that your savings account that is offered at your financial institution typically offers an interest rate of 0.75% or less than 1%? So that means your $1,000 at 0.75% annual interest will return to you about $7.50. Although it is good that you are saving, there are better methods of getting a return for your dollar. That same financial institution also offers something called a money market account. And money market accounts typically offer a higher interest rate than a traditional savings account. Those same financial institutions, they also offer CDs, which are right now at a 3% return interest on your dollar. It's important to ask your financial institutions, your banks, what type of interest rates do they offer for their savings, for their money markets, and for their CDs. Many of them have competitive prices, and depending on how much you're willing to open up with, you might be able to get a better rate. I do realize that a money market account at a traditional state's credit union requires about $250 to initially open. However, there are negotiations that can be made when it comes to what interest rate may be returned. Speaking of return, let's start talking about investment. There are some ways to invest and make a bigger return. However, with the bigger return comes bigger risk. When considering stock options, there's tools that TD Ameritrade offers you that gives you training on how to trade on NASDAQ in the stock market within TD Ameritrade's Learning Center. They also offer paper money, which is an alternative to using your actual cash, which gets you comfortable and familiar with trading on the stock market without losing your actual money. Before I actually buy a stock, I often look at those stocks that I'm comfortable with or familiar with. There's Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been a real hot topic. However, I'm not familiar with Bitcoin. I know what Terra ashing is. I know what blockchaining is. I understand how that code works. However, I don't understand what the monetary value of a Bitcoin is versus a USD. However, I do have years of industry experience with biotechnology and pharmaceuticals. So when I consider stock options, I often look at pharmaceutical companies. And when I do that, I look at that company's product portfolio, and I try to also investigate what that company has on the pipeline as far as clinical trials are concerned. That indication, is it going to be something that's a breakthrough on the market that's not readily seen right now? And I also look at that company's annual reports and executive summaries to become familiar with their standing on the market. There's also, equally as important as the stock itself, there's dividends. With the same concept I use as being familiar with a company, I look up at companies that offer dividends, such as Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a household name. It's been around for years. It pays a great dividend. And it also has, like I was saying, that good product line. They actually launched a new flavor, this orange cream soda. So they're invested in being competitive on the market. However, they still pay a dividend, And a dividend is pretty much just a payment that's given to the stockholders for being stockholders and investing in that company. So in this speech, I just wanted to give you some different methods, some different means of investing your money, where to put your money at, and savings, to persuade you to go out there and use those tools that are readily available to you to try to get a bigger return off your dollar amount. My name is Anthony Worrells, and I wanted to thank you for your attention in watching this video.